Holy cow, this has been a long time coming. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Piki Peek of Catherine. I'm Dak.
And I'm Josh.
Holy cow, let's dive right into this.
All right.
Catherine.
Oh.
Oh, now everyone's going to know my gamer tag.
How much hard drive space you have
How
left.
much hard
That's just embarrassing. Okay. There is Catherine with a C on top of the menu.
Are you implying that there are multiple Catherines?
Well, that's the whole point of this game. There's Catherine.
So
with a C
I know nothing about this game
and Catherine
beyond
with a K.
our photoshopping escapades with cheeseburgers
so many.
and mini. And that dude, I thought for the longest time that the guy that we were photoshopping was a dude named Catherine. So that's not correct?
That is not correct.
Okay.
There's Catherine with a C and Catherine with a K.
Oh, starting off with a Shakespeare quote.
And you are Vincent, the man we Photoshop.
Okay.
And you were
Vincent.
torn between two lovers.
As per most animes, it does in fact have a character named Vincent. Are we skipping?
Is that a thing?
I don't know.
Well, let's.
I
give
think
him a
that's
little
more of a
taste.
soap opera thing than anything.
Give him
There's
a little
always an
taste
evil guy
for the
named Vincent.
introduction. It's really weird because this game is the only game I've played where I didn't know if the game had started yet. Like, you know when you're at the movies and you see those intro videos and you're like, is that the beginning of the movie or is that a logo for
Was
something?
that just like the girl from The Ring right there?
Yeah, these are references to different movies.
Oh, I see.
Because we're not actually playing a game like itself. We're playing a movie about a game that's appearing on TV. It's all very, very meta.
It's very confusing to me.
It's very confusing.
So is this a Catherine?
This is not a Catherine. This is the hostess for the Golden Playhouse.
I really like her
Her
hair.
afro. Yeah. That is an impressive afro. The Japanese do love their afros. I have noticed that.
Yeah, isn't it like the Afro Samurai?
Afro Samurai. And whenever they animate an afro, it's always
Does she
so
have
large.
like mutton chops going on too?
She does. She should really see a barber or a butcher about that mutton on her face.
So what are they explaining? Because
They're basically doing that
I can't be bothered to read.
They're doing that whole game within a movie setup.
Okay, so this is like Beautiful Joe.
Sort of. I mean, Beautiful Joe.
Hey, there's our guy.
Was sane. This is Beautiful Joe had some degree of sanity to it. This game is just so out there.
How Japan is this?
It's very Japan.
Okay.
Like, a lot of it is uninteractive anime cutscenes, like this sort of stuff. It's a significant portion of the game.
What are we watching here?
We're watching,
oh, there it is!
There's the face.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
His outcome depends.
So are we watching a guy on TV, like an actor or something like that?
It doesn't really explain. It's just.
Well, I mean, like, are we?
Japanese way.
Because I mean, we have like an anime going on the left, and then something rendered on the right, and it's about to. I'm guessing it's sucking us into the TV.
It is, and
so
we're going to.
Is this like a Mario 3 setup where we're playing on a stage, or what's happening here?
It's.
Is this still a cutscene?
This is still a cutscene.
Okay.
This is Catherine with a K.
Hey, where'd you go? Snap out of it.
As you can see,
Were you even listening?
I can't do anything. I can't move it around.
Right.
There's some cutscenes where you can control the camera slightly, where it actually does
in
render
this
in
game?
3D. Yeah.
Okay.
But a lot of this.
The Metal Gear approach.
Sorry. I had to work early.
Yeah,
this
a lot of this.
So this is
just
Catherine. You said with a C?
with a K.
With a K.
She is Vincent's.
She's kind of a
fiancée.
bitch.
She is a little bit.
I mean, am I overstepping myself?
No,
with that?
because
Like,
I think the whole game revolves around the fact
that
she's got-
opening scene was like basically her saying, "Are you even listening to me?"
And then what's really weird is the opening credits are not actors who are in the game, but they're characters in the game.
So you are sort of playing a TV show or something like that.
Sort of, but there's not really any signs of that. Like, you're talking about Mario 3, there's like clues that it's a stage. It all takes place very much within.
Are you gonna wake up at the end of this and it's all a dream too?
I don't know. I haven't beaten it yet because, as we will soon see, it is an incredibly
Well, let's skip this
hard
part.
game.
Let's
We're
get
gonna-
into let's get into
All right,
some of
let's do some chapter
some of the
skip.
action. Do the load screens just lead with some famous quote?
They lead with quotes about love or men and women, because that's really the point of this game. Is you have a fiance.
Loving men and or women.
Yeah. Oh, it's our tutorial time. So as you can see, this is where the bulk of the gameplay takes place. Inside your nightmares.
Can I see that? I don't.
Well,
This guy. So he has ram horns.
He has ram horns.
I don't get this.
I don't think there's a lot to get.
This is
You
gonna be a
just have to
terrible
take it all on
video.
faith.
All right. So what are these?
These
Where-
are blocks, and the entire game is basically a puzzle game. So you have to climb up. All right, there's all this
Let me give this a
tutorial
try.
stuff. You want to give it a try?
Yeah. Let's
do
try this. Whoa! You just dropped the F-bomb. What's this game rated?
This game is rated M for
Magnificent.
may cause craziness. Okay,
All right.
not doing well so far. I
All
would
right.
say. Okay, so just move with the stick. Just go up and down and all that stuff. As you can see there, you do have a set number of lives, which is really
Oh.
interesting for a game in this day and age.
So should I just keep going up?
Just keep going up as much as you can. Yeah, you're going to feel for it. And if you press A at any time, as it's going to explain in this tutorial, you can move blocks,
Okay.
which is where most of the actual puzzle thing comes from, is you have to figure out how you can adjust blocks so that they don't collapse on one another and make a stairway for yourself.
And okay, it's
Yeah.
little Zelda-like there. These are weird controls.
They are weird controls. They take a lot of time to get used to, and it will still do things that you hate. There's the pillow, which is just an extra life, obviously.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't really make any sense, but hey, it's Catherine.
Yeah, I mean that's fine by me.
Nothing has to make sense.
So I guess I have to go over here to push this guy up.
That'll do it.
So is this like a mini game or what?
This is the entirety of the gameplay. It gets more complicated, but
What?
yeah, like you can also go up and then face the block,
Yeah.
and then hold A and then pull it out. And so you'll hang on.
Oh, okay.
And so you need to actually, can you shimmy? Oh, you kind of screwed yourself
Oh
over
God!
there. It won't fall on you because it has an edge that it shares. Now it's gonna fall on you.
Oh, this is
This is death defying. But
Alright.
it's kind of. Alright, now, yeah, you got it.
Oh God. How do I get up?
Straightforward
Oh,
at
wow.
all times. That's takes a lot of getting used to it.
That's
Kind
weird.
of sucks.
Didn't I just do this?
You did, but the tutorials aren't the brightest in this game. And as you go up, you get a score for each level, as you can see in the corner, and you can get that by picking up gold, like you just did, going quickly.
So is this literally the whole game?
This is literally the entire
Does
game.
it reskin or
in
anything?
terms of puzzles, they have different backgrounds. Then there's this whole other strange role-playing element to it where you're in the real world at a bar. And the puzzles just get ridiculously complicated. The real world stuff gets
So wait,
interesting.
these puzzles get ridiculously
Yes.
complicated.
Yes. And I don't know if you can tell, but you actually have a time limit. Over on the left side, white is how much of the level is still up. The little pink guy is where you are. And then if the black ever gets to you, you're dead.
So it's sort of the level is like
It's collapsing
got
behind
it.
you.
As you near the top, you will hear a
Like they just said, when you get to the end of the level, you hear a bell ringing, which is great to know that you're almost done. But if you get stuck right before the end of a level, you get to listen to a bell for about 20 minutes. Which is really frustrating.
So
You
is
can't
it-
move those.
So in other words, that's going to happen.
Oh,
Oh.
you got it.
Hey,
Because
look
of
at
the
that.
edges.
Do that one again. I get it. Okay. Man, I rock at this game.
Oh, just you wait.
I can get out through here.
I guarantee you by the time you get to the third level, you will be crying at night.
I already do that, so that's.
Oh, yeah.
Will I at least have extra pillows?
You will.
Okay.
You'll have
I picked one up.
heart-shaped boxers and pillows and ram horns for some
So this is basically just describing my own life already.
Yeah.
Okay. Great escape. I survived. Was there risk in that?
Well, it's the tutorial, so they don't want to kill you in the tutorial.
Right.
Although you did die. I would like to point that out to anyone who is watching.
You're right. You're right. Fair point.
Congratulations. The underground cemetery is
I want to see.
The other half.
I do, but is
It's
what
coming
is
up.
it?
You
Is
will
it
see
like
the
a
other
dating
half.
sim kind of thing? Is it
It's very unlike any Japanese dating sim I've ever seen.
Have you seen a lot of Japanese dating sims?
Yes, but none that I can talk about on air.
So I am waking up
This is
out of
yeah,
a slumber.
this is a cutscene.
I'd
You
call
wake up
that.
out of your dream. Well, it is a dream.
Okay.
It's a nightmare. Every
So
time
it's a
this
dream
happens.
within a TV show.
It's a dream within a TV show within a video game.
Whoa. Holy cow.
Vinceception.
Multimedia inception. And this is
Okay.
actually just a radio broadcast.
It's going to be on YouTube though.
Whoa.
So that's another level.
We're
to
adding
this.
another layer.
Yeah, he wet the bed because of the nightmare.
I don't see the wetness. It doesn't look wet to me.
Well, you find out earlier. He tells his friends he pissed the bed. I guess they just didn't want to animate urine.
Who doesn't want to animate urine?
I think you get
It's
an AO.
Japan.
I think you get an AO
For
if you
animating.
Put piss in your game.
Is that right?
I
No.
feel like
Duke Nukem. Duke Nukem had
Duke
piss.
Nukem did.
I think the only thing is you can't make it yellow. You ever see like old school video games where someone's peeing but it's peeing like blue?
I don't think I've ever seen that
Wasn't
many
it in the
old school
first
video
Mario or
games.
something?
Yeah, where you got the pea flower
Yeah,
and then
that was
Mario
a-
just pee on the. No,
I don't know. Maybe that was actually in Booger Man or something.
really.
No.
All right, you go ahead and skip this. It'll take you to the next little area.
Okay.
If people want to find out the story, then
So I'm on a date with
you're on a date. But
With
this is not
Kay
interactive.
Catherine. Are we? You want to give me
This is
a?
your fiance, yeah, Catherine.
Oh, okay. So these guys are dating.
Yeah, and she's pressuring him into getting married, and you have to deal with all these. Do I want to
When
have
does
a
the
fling?
when does the C Catherine come into play?
A little bit now.
Are you split between the two Catherines?
You're torn between two Catherines.
So it is. So it's half dating sim, half block puzzle.
It's a
And,
block
and
puzzle.
all Japanese.
It's a block puzzle with RPG dialogue elements and a morality system.
Now, when you say RPG, does that imply like there's leveling up or something like that?
no,
I'm gonna skip
like
this.
BioWare style dialogue choices that affect
Oh,
a.
good lord, what is this?
This is a dead person.
Oh, he really
because
pissed
there
the
are other
bed.
people who have the same nightmares that you do. You'll find out more
But
about
they
that as
but
you
they
play the game.
can't but they can't handle it.
But if
they
they
didn't
don't
get the
climb
extra
up,
pillow.
if they don't climb up, then
Right.
they die.
We have more on the recent
Accident
string of
or
unexplained deaths
murder?
that seem to be exclusively
In a
involving
way,
men.
not a lot of this game is very interactive.
So I mean, this is a very very story-driven game. I'm sure.
It is. It is.
Is the story interesting? It seems. Well, it's captivating to say the very least. At least initially, if for any reason, then besides it's the fact that it's like just ridiculous. It's insane.
It honestly does a pretty good job with the characters, from what I've seen.
Really.
Yeah,
So you're buying
Who
you're
you
you're
been?
buying
Come on.
an interactive.
a movie kind of. So this is Metal
Movie
Gear,
experience.
the Japanese
Sort of,
version.
but you
even though Metal Gear
You
is
can,
Japanese.
even though I haven't beaten the game, it seems pretty obvious that you do have an impact on how things play out.
Can you give me a quick rundown of who
These are
these
his
guys?
friends. They're sitting at a bar talking.
And-
you're gonna
and-
do this a lot
right.
in the game. So just go ahead and skip the chapter, and then it'll.
Oh, I think it just ended.
Oh,
You think so too?
so there's also
I've known you since
cutscenes where it's rendered in game and stuff like that.
That's really weird that it goes back and forth like
Goes
that.
back and forth between cell shaded and.
Is there
actual.
is there any like implication that goes along with that? Like, are you like
No.
dreaming on one, or
I don't think
No.
you need to
it's just
run out and get
random?
married.
It's just whenever.
Inexplicable?
It's like
Is that the best word for this game?
Inexplicable. I
Yeah.
think that is. If we had to put a one-word review blurb on the back of the box of
I think we
Catherine,
should start that.
it should be inexplicable.
That's gonna be a new feature on Piki Geek.
One-word reviews.
Yeah.
We like that.
Okay.
One word reviews.
It's not what I mean.
Bad. Done.
You just made my job a lot easier.
Still looking for my soul.
Made
Alright, yeah,
Zach's
go
job
ahead
a
and
lot
skip
easier.
this.
All right, yeah. I don't want to pretend I'm not interested in this. It's just I don't. I think this is Catherine's probably a game that you really have to sink in. Either a lot of time or a lot of.
Well, you do have to
Attention.
put a lot of time into it because
Is it a long game?
it will take you a long time to beat if you're playing on normal or hard because it's difficult.
What is
But
happening right now?
For
Is this a
another thing,
loading
these
screen?
are the loading screens.
Okay.
They're inordinately long sometimes.
I don't understand why it had to load. It's the same visual assets.
Stuff. Okay. So this is where the actual interactive dialogue comes in. I mean, there's two sections where it comes in. There's your cell phone, where you can
Okay.
text message. So go ahead and go up to in. And then check into here. And you can see your fiance sent you a message. And if you hit reply, this is actually really interesting the way it does this. Hit A to enter some text. So that's one option. And then you
Okay.
can erase it. Hit B. And then hit A again, and it will enter another thing.
Oh, that's fascinating.
And it branches out over the course of the message. So each
Really?
line that you add leads into a different option.
Well, I think she's overthinking it. I think we're okay as we are.
You don't want to get married.
Listen, we don't need to rush into this, okay?
I don't know if you're talking to Catherine or me anymore.
Let's
quite
catch a
frankly.
movie sometime.
Oh, you're taking it casual.
Yeah. See ya.
All right. And when you do an action,
Oh wow.
you're-
So I went renegade.
you did go
I
renegade.
should have went Paragon.
You were gonna punch that reporter.
Um.
This just is the tutorial
Okay.
stuff for that.
That just sort of tells
Yeah.
us how that works.
Yeah.
All right.
Which I think I did a better job of.
And I get to see the message
that you
that's
sent.
great.
And then you can quit out. Time doesn't pass when you're on your phone, so time will pass if you're just out here.
Certain words and actions change. Vincent's words and actions will affect the
See, so
Got
it's a
it.
branching storyline.
Interesting. Oh, that's pretty cool.
I haven't had the chance to play through it multiple ways, so I don't know how much changes. But there are definitely differences based on what you do.
I see.
would happen eventually, but
Is this joint called the Stray Sheep?
It is,
Okay.
which ties in nicely to.
That freaky sheep. That. Okay, so she just texted me back. Oh, and he's like,
It's a spam text message.
Oh.
Because you get spam text messages that tell you what you've accomplished in the game.
That's amazing.
So again, it's very meta. A phone within a game within a TV show.
And there's an image. Oh my goodness, this is awesome.
It gets interesting. In later stages, you can get up and walk around the bar and talk to people there to learn new information. And not everyone will be at the bar forever. Like, time passes while you're in the bar, and you can miss your window of opportunity to meet certain people. If you leave too soon or leave
It
too
honestly
late.
it does kind of seem a little bit like a BioWare game. A little.
It's like if everyone at BioWare dropped a lot of acid, moved to Japan for 20 years, came back in mid-game.
Wow. What a captivating experience. I think that's probably. Is that enough? Is that enough
I
to
think
show?
so.
Is there more? Should we?
We
should
haven't shown everything, but I think it's nice to keep.
Do you meet the other Catherine anytime soon?
It's going to be a little bit, I think. It might actually be after this loading screen.
All right, I think we'll
We'll meet her,
yeah.
and then leave it on a cliffhanger.
let's find the other Catherine.
Oh,
I think we're gonna skip this.
I think you just skipped over the other Catherine.
Did I really?
I think you just did.
Oh man. Where's the back button? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it doesn't do what it should, right?
No.
Who named that thing? Yeah, you skipped over Catherine.
All right. Well,
You. What are you waiting for?
does Oh my goodness. Why?
Why are there sheep?
Well, I don't get it.
Well, the sheep are pretty mysterious. You gotta play the game. You gotta find out.
I think I'm going to. I think I'm gonna play this game.
You think so?
Do we have a review coming out of this?
We do have a review coming out.
Is
of
it out yet?
It's not out yet.
Did it get like 1 million stars out of 5?
It did. We had to basically rent out a new server to host all the stars that we're gonna
Right.
give this review.
Right. That's why the site keeps crashing.
Yeah, that's why. Let's go with that.
We tried to upload all of the stars that we were going to give this game. All right, guys. Well, thanks a lot for checking this out with us. What a fascinating game.
I hope you understand it better than we do. Quite
Catherine.
honestly,
And this is a retail game, right?
$60 retail game.
And Atlas published it. Who developed it?
Atlas developed it. Atlas
This is-
developed.
oh,
Atlas
really?
published.
Wow. Well, I think that's about wrap it up. All right. Well, thanks for checking out Catherine. This has been a Piki Peek. I'm Dak.
I'm Josh.
See you later.
Love is over.
May you rest in peace, O Lamb.